Well, depending on if my brother is right or not, there may be a skid on before this video. However, I don't know, because here's the thing. I didn't like the hat. If there is an opening skid on here, this hat will be featured in it, as me wearing it, of course. Not that you care at all. I don't know. Let's straighten you out here. Yeah, I'm like straightening out and just wiggle it. I'm not normally one for ball caps at all, but I actually like this one. Just got to see American flag, Voodoo Tactical. Pretty simple. I'm on this Coyote, Coyote tan brown, I guess, Coyote brown kick recently. Hat in that color. Just got a, well, Coyote and kind of a flat dark earth, because I got this. I got a Coyote Shemagh, which I still haven't figured out a way to wear without looking like a complete utter dork. I wish I could, but I'll figure out a way sooner or later, because it's getting kind of cold. Even though there's more for the summer, I want to wear it in cold. Anyway, enough of that. But, yeah, so I got Coyote pad, Coyote Shemagh. I got a Coyote, what's that called? SOE belt. a Cobra buckle belt coming, which I actually already received, but it was the wrong size. But still good with the return, and you know everything. Just had to send back $8. Got a whole new belt made, and they just contacted me the other day and said that they shipped it out, so it should be coming pretty soon. They said order your pant size, and I wear a 30 size pants, so I ordered a 30 belt, and it actually didn't fit. It was too big, so I had to order a 28 belt, which the belt I'm wearing now is a 28, but I don't know, I'm kind of on like the last notch or so, and it's not because I'm getting fat, it's because, you know, I'm kind of a small guy. Whenever I put on a little bit of weight, it's like, oh no, my belt's at the end of, anyway, I have a hard time finding belts because I'm so small, but that's not what this video is about. What I was saying is, the whole skit, my computer will not edit the videos that this camera records, which is MOV, I think. MOV, something like that. It won't edit MOV videos, so it's all fun and games and stuff, so I need a Windows 7 computer, and long story short, I don't have a Windows 7 computer, but my dad does, and my brother was able to figure out how to edit videos on there with Movie Maker, and I'm sure I could get some editing program to edit. I just don't want to spend money. Anyway, enough of that. All that aside, today was my day off, and I went out and obviously got coffee, which I got to finish because, you know, caffeinated. It's actually cold. Like, cold, ice cold. It's actually got pretty cold out. For some reason, it's like 60 degrees. The last couple of days has been pretty warm. Not really warm, but it's like, you know, what I'm wearing right now, a sweater and a shirt, you burst into flames in. But now it's cold. Anyway, so I went out today, and I got well, I obviously had to go out and buy something. So I got, well, it's a new pair of jeans, and I got John Wick, because, I don't know, I short review of the movie, and I still haven't even watched it, but my predictions on it is, I bought it because I think the gunplay and the action in it is going to be awesome, you know, just because I've seen some clips online, the choreography and everything, but I think the story is going to be really stupid, because here's basically the story, okay? Guy, John, John, he was part of a group, and he left the group, and then his wife gave him a dog, and she died, and then guy from a group that doesn't know who he is goes and kills his dog and steals his car. Thusly, he goes on a rampage and kills everybody from group. There's the story. I don't know, I think it's just going to be stupid story. It's just my opinion. But hey, that is my opinion and mine alone. Nobody else cares. So, yeah, I basically wasted a whole day. I wanted to get out and get to the shooting range a bit, but I did not. What? Mr. Wayne shoots? Yeah, a bit. I live in America, don't I? Anyway, yeah, so I wanted to get out a little bit, but I was like, you know, I really don't feel like it. I had a headache this morning, take a guess. So, yeah, I figured I'd just go out and spend some money and almost get rear-ended by a redneck Yahoo. I'm sorry, I'm stereotyping people here, but I'm not a redneck with a baseball cap, no. Yeah, I was driving around this little road on my way back home, and it went around an airport, and, you know, it's like 30 miles an hour, so I'm driving on it, then all of a sudden this huge truck, comes up like right behind me, and I'm like, oh great, one of these guys. So, because I've been getting tailgated recently, it's not that, like, you know, like right behind me. It's not that I'm going slow. I mean, normally I try to stay at the speed limit, or like 5 below, but I try to stay up, you know, I'm not going like, oh, 15 below the speed limit. You know, because where I live, it seems like it's not a police state, but there are police everywhere. So, and people are always getting pulled over. It's like yesterday I came out of work. And when I got out of work, I was on a break. I went to my car, and there was a police car sitting in the parking lot with his lights on doing something. I'm like, I don't know what is going on here. But anyway, yeah, the town that I drive through to and from work, it's basically like every day you'll see somebody pulled over. Like at least one or two people are pulled over every day. I see. It's like, gee, I don't want to get a speeding ticket or anything, because I don't speed, but you know I try to drive safely. But anyway, this guy's tailgating me, and I'm like, okay, you know. And I'm going like 5 or 10 miles over the speed limit here, you know, around the curve. It's like supposed to be 30 or something. The road's like 45, but the curve's like 30. So, and I'm going like 40 around it, and this guy's still up on me. I'm like, whatever. So as soon as the road straightens out, this guy guns his engines and cuts like, goes over in the other lane. I think it was a double yellow line, so he shouldn't have even done it anyway. Cut over like right in front of me and just took off, and it hit a red light. And it was all I could do to not like get right behind him. You know, I was like, I just want to creep up on this guy, but I was like, nope, stay back. I stayed back like way far, because I'm like, I don't want this guy getting out and freaking out at me. But anyway, enough of that. I have absolutely no clue where this was going at all. Like, no clue. I just all of a sudden decided I'm going to make a video. Just randomly out of the blue, just video time. I've never even checked my surroundings to make sure that there's like nothing that has my address on it, because somebody might want to come and murder me in my sleep, which would be fine, but, you know, I don't know, I'd probably welcome it. Anyway, so the only thing I could think of to talk about today is not an EDC video. I still want to make an EDC video, but I'm not waiting to get certain stuff so I can show you like my perfect EDC, but I kind of am, because you know I got a couple things coming, like my belt and stuff, and it's gonna hopefully be part of my EDC. So I want to make the best rounded video possible. If that makes sense. Because I could show you what I got now, but I'm in the transition phase, because up until like probably about 4, 5, 6 months ago, something like that, about half a year, my EDC was regimented. I had it like down to a science. But then I started working, and I changed a couple things, and then all of a sudden my EDC just kind of just went all kooky. So I'm still trying to recover and get down a good system, and I'm pretty close to it. But I just really don't want to show an EDC that's in a multi-transition phase, because I want to show too where everything's stored on me to kind of give you an idea of how I carry stuff. And I feel like if I'm in this weird transition phase, some stuff, it might not work out correctly. But I did want to talk about a couple pieces of EDC gear that I think are very good. Personally, I think they are. One, I pretty much carry on me religiously now, no matter what. At work, at home, I mean, if I'm in pajamas, I don't. But it's basically become a part of my EDC, and it probably will never, ever leave it, just because it is that good. And what's the one thing that most people don't carry on them? Okay, let me reach in my pocket. All right. Most people have a phone on them. Epic wallpaper, by the way. I don't know where I found the picture. It's somewhere online, but I like it. All right, most people carry a phone on them, and some phones, like mine, iPhone 4, has a flashlight feature. Woo! Which comes in really, is really handy for me whenever, at night if I'm taking out my phone, I'm trying not to wake up my brother in the room, I'll just pop out, my phone and turn the light on. But sometimes I don't always have my phone on me, and it'll be charging or something, or I just don't want to pull out my phone and use a light on it. So it's like, what's the other option? A flashlight. Most people don't carry flashlights on them. I do. I carry 3. Call me weird if you want. But I have, let's reach in my pocket here. Keys. One of my keys, let's put that on here for a second. I got a Phoenix E05 on my keys, which I can't remember how many lumens this is, but it's pretty decent. Pretty decent light. I mean, it's more of like a keychain light in case, I've got my keys out and I need a light right there and I don't want to go fishing for another one. I got that. Then I have my defensive light. What I call defensive. I can call it light defensive because it's not like, oh, he's going to kill somebody with it. But, which this is pretty recent for me. OLED M1X striker. It's kind of like I used to have it, or I still do, Surefire something Defender. I can't remember the exact name of it. I got a video on it, not that you want to watch it, but this OLED's kind of like it, only a major upgrade. It's 1,000 lumens. I would shine it in my camera, but I think it's going to destroy the lens, so I'll just kind of shine it down here. But, I mean, I'm sure you can kind of get a bunch of that lens flare. And it got it was strobe. I mean, it's just ridiculous, and I'm sorry if you are prone to seizures. I just gave you a big seizure. But it also does have a moonlight mode, so that's like half a lumen or something. And then like all these other 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, timeless mode. All these other modes on it now, and it takes a single. Hold up. I hate that song. I do, but it's addicting. Smoke weed every day. I was watching some the MLG videos, and it seems like that always pops up in it. And for some reason, it's now become like an inside joke with our whole family. Like whenever something happens, like we're watching a movie and it's just like smoke weed every day. I don't know why. It's just one of those hilarious things. And I don't condone drug use at all, because that's the one thing that I hate that they're legalizing drugs. I mean, I guess it's America, you gotta be free, but it's like, come on, people. I mean, really? I mean, I don't know. It's like if you gotta get a buzz or something, that's why alcohol exists. Simple as that. I don't know. These drugs. It's like, well, marijuana is for medicinal purposes, like relaxation. Whatever. I don't like the idea of inhaling anything. Well, made in China, perfect. 106 single 18650 battery. So I'd recommend getting a good flashlight for anybody, because especially at night. Like now, I'll be working at night a lot. Until like 10 p.m. or something when I get out of work. It's like, it's nice to have a good flashlight on you, just in case, your skull basher. Because, too, I mean, this could do some serious damage. I mean, if you use a flashlight for defense, I mean, it's kind of the same as using your hands. They really, I mean, they're not going to get you for it. I mean, if you're going to use something like this, I mean, first of all, don't just go bashing around people's heads with a flashlight, okay? But, I mean, it's good to have, basically. I'm not going to get a whole rant on self-defense and all that stuff, because we know that's fun. Basically, the best way to put it is every situation is different, and as long as you feel like your life is in danger, go for it. It's basically, in most states, from my understanding of the laws, it's basically if you're, like there's all these weird, like, stand your ground laws and stuff. It's like, well, I think a lot of those are for people that are just, like, hard-headed. No, I'm going to stay here. I feel threatened by you, and I'm going to shoot you. It's like, I don't know. Because in my opinion, I would never cause violence to somebody else unless I felt like I was going to die. I mean, if there's a way out of it, get out of it. Don't just be like, oh, well, I feel like I was being threatened. Well, could you get out? Well, yeah, okay, screw you. Going to jail. Anyway, so those are two flashlights. And the third one I carry on me is I'm messing up the name right now. I can't think. Ameritech AAA copper. And I can't remember which revision this is. It's the medium, low, high version. So you start medium, low, and then high. And I don't remember the exact lumens on this, but this is probably the best flashlight. No, let's get you close up. Best flashlight I have ever owned, or at least my most used flashlight I've ever owned. Because I own some small ones like 4.7's Preon 2. So the single AAA 4.7's Preon. I like the small flashlights for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's because they do have like extreme amount of light that you can get. I mean, this is just a single AAA, and it puts out more light than my double CR123A Surefire does. But I mean, it's not a tactical flashlight at all. But still, I think this is probably one of my favorite little pieces of EDC gear. And it got, let me see if I can charge it up. It got a glow ring on the front. Woo! Just charge it up. Probably can't. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. I'm probably just blocking it off. But there's a little glow ring, so at night you can find it. It's just kind of a cool little feature. But and two, I'm a nut for copper stuff because see if I can get out of my pocket. There we go. I always carry this, and I don't know how well this is going to show up because it's kind of dingy and all worn. But let's use this the right way. This is I believe it's the Illuminati coin. It got opposed tyranny, or no, paper is poverty. Sorry, on the back it has opposed tyranny, restore liberty. I just carry it around as kind of like a little charm piece, and if you ever got to do a coin flip. But yeah, I'm kind of a nut for copper. There's a copper microtech on monkeyedge.com. It's like $2,000. I'd buy it. I think it's Microtech Matrix. I'd buy it, but I don't want to spend that much on a knife. And plus, it weighs like a pound, so it's like ridiculously heavy. But yeah, I'm a nut for copper. But so anyway, that flashlight, I always just clip it in my pocket, and it just rides right there. Perfect. I mean, so light you don't even know it's there. 1 AAA. I mean, I use rechargeable Tenergy, which I probably do got to recharge that soon because it's going down. Because I use it a lot, but it's probably the best little flashlight I've ever had. And then I guess I'm going minimalist with stuff because the next thing that I've been carrying around is a Spyderco Delica 4. Spyderco Delica. I'm messing this up. And the reason why I got this is because this might change because I just got a Spartan Blades Enyo. It's a fixed blade. I'm going to maybe try EDC in a fixed blade for some reasons, but I found that this is basically the perfect knife if I needed one knife. I mean, a Spyderco Endura, which is just slightly bigger than this, that'd probably be the, if I choose one knife, that's the best. But this is probably the safest knife for me to carry, like figuratively and literally. I guess that makes sense, because safe wise, if I carry it, no one should freak out about this. It's a pretty small blade, under 3 inches. Not that big. I mean, it's still well capable of doing what it needs to. I got this half serrated. Normally, I'm not a fan of half serrations, but I figured it makes it look kind of more like a generic knife. So, like those generic cheap folders. I'm gonna drop this on my leg. The generic cheap folders that you find everywhere, and I figured that way it won't freak people out. It's not some giant tactical like Microtech folding, whatever. I mean, I got a couple knives that I love to carry, like my what's that? Strider. I like my Strider, but it looks like a tactical knife, and this doesn't. I mean, it's kind of more of a little kind of people-friendly knife. Nothing too crazy. And the other reason why I said safety-wise, watch me cut myself in this video, is I think I explained this in one of my videos, but I cut myself on a Emerson CQC7 not too long ago, because I was, those are waved, so my pocket was like this, and you're supposed to wave it out, a little catch, but I was carrying it in my left pocket like this, so I could grab it, wave it, and pop it in my hand like that. Well, the problem is, it popped open, and when I went to reach in, I got the tip on the tip of my finger. So I figured, you know what, this isn't good. And plus, liner lock knives, if you know anything about knives, and look up a video, because there's probably people that are way better explaining this than I am. But a liner lock knife, there's a liner that folds in. It got some detent that goes into the blade, which that's what keeps the blade retained, so you can't shake it out. The only problem is once that detent's broken, then the blade is free to just swing wherever. And there's only like this much where it'll actually want to retain. So once the detent's busted, the blade's just free swinging, basically. I mean, not like it's gonna just swing, but you won't return back to the handle. Now, a lockback like this, even if it's like this far open, it's still gonna spring shut. So chance of it opening up this far in your pocket without you knowing it's very slim. So I figured this is the safest way to retain the blade in the handle, at least for me right now, and because after I cut myself that, my peace of mind for what's that? Liner locks and frame locks and stuff just kind of went out the window. And then I realized that I invested all my money into frame locks and liner locks. Yeah, that sucks. Because my Hinder is a frame lock. My Chris Reeves Sabenza is a frame lock. My Strider is a frame lock. My Microtech SOCOM Elite is a liner lock. My Microtech Vector is a liner lock. My Warren Thomas Baby Bushido prototype is a frame lock. Need I go on anymore? I have no lockback. So this is basically the only knife I've been carrying anywhere now. Like I said, I did get a Spartan Blades Enyo just yesterday actually, and I'm gonna try and EDC that thing around maybe. Michigan, the fixed blade laws are a little iffy, but from what it sounds like, as long as it's not a double-edged, non-folding stabbing instrument, I believe that's all put as one, it's okay to carry. Maybe. And two, the thing is, as long as you're not doing anything stupid with it, I'm not carrying it, to kill anybody. I'm not going unlawfully armed against somebody. It's for utility, obviously. But I just figure a fixed blade, I have less of a chance of accidentally cutting myself on. I don't know. I'll have to see how it works out, because it's not too comfortable for me to carry anyway with the options I have, but I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, so this video is probably, what time is it? Oh, I could just put the clock up there. It's 10 after 3. How long has this video been going for? 19 minutes. Yeah, well, I don't really have anything else to talk about today. I mean, it's kind of a day. So I need to find more interesting stuff to talk about, and I don't have anything to talk about. But yeah, not as crazy as my last couple of videos. But then again, there are 2 guys trying to sleep upstairs because they had to work today. I did. I got to work tomorrow, and I have Friday off, and I got to work Saturday. And then I got to work Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday. Just ridiculous. Anywho, I'll see you on the other side of something. The moon? That didn't make any sense. Who cares?